How good are we feeling? 49er fans, you just won the NFC West for the second straight year. Now, I'm an old school Niner fan, 41 years old. Growing up in the 90s, watching the Niners do what they do. Winning the NFC West wasn't anything to us. It was, whatever. It was about winning the Super Bowl. Now, we haven't won a Super Bowl out here since 94, 95. And I get second straight year, you win the NFC West crowd. But how do people feel about winning the NFC West? Is that enough? Are you satisfied? Are you happy this morning? Are you happy with the win? Does winning the division do anything for you? 888-957-9570. They still control their own destiny for the number one seed. You still get your hat and T-shirts. But if you don't win the Super Bowl, I don't think anybody's going to be walking around wearing NFC West divisional T-shirts. Willie's been getting, I'll be on the Warriors pregame show. He goes, dude, chill. This is the in-season tournament banner. Relax. It's about getting to Las Vegas and winning the Super Bowl. And I hear you. And there's a lot of people out there like that.
Well, the in-season tournament also in Las Vegas, and I thought they should have hung a banner. Congratulations again to the Los Angeles Lakers for winning that.
Don't do that on this show.
But this is just a chapter.
What are you doing?
This is just a chapter.
What are you doing?
I give credit where it's due.
Yeah, I'll give credit to the Spurs for kicking your ass Friday night.
And they were due. What, they had like 20 straight losses or something like that? They were due. They were due. Thank you. This is just a chapter in a book that has yet to be written yet, all right, for the 49ers this season. The NFC West, winning that, was a nice little chapter. It's number 8 and a 12-story chapter, whatever it is. They need to win the Lombardi, though. That's what this is. That's what Dre Greenlaw, that's everyone on the 49ers is in lockstep. Whether it's Shanahan, Purdy, McCaffrey, they all know that it's all about a Lombardi this season. That's what I love about the tone that they struck with the audience yesterday. Well, not the audience, but the fans, right? Hey, this is nice. This is sweet. We'll enjoy it a little bit, but we're the 49ers. We expect Lombardis. And that's the mindset that I want from a blue blood organization like San Francisco. And for a team that has been so damn close, Bonte, Kyle Shanahan, Jim Harbaugh, so close from winning it. It does feel like their best opportunity is this season. It's starting to feel like that after each and every win, and as they stack up. Again, we're not there yet. Enjoy the NFC West, but they got bigger and brighter things to worry about.
They're by far and away the best team. They're by far and away the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Right now.
Doesn't matter.
Which means nothing at this point. Yeah. You got to be the best team in January and February.
Teams can get hot. We've seen that in the past.
Yeah. No.
Bills right now, I do not want to face them right now. If you're the Niners, you'll face them because you have a healthy respect, but the 49ers don't fear anyone.
You don't fear anyone, but I also didn't fear anyone in 2019. Hell, we had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter of 2019. So anything can happen. Being the best team right now, but you want to be playing at your best, and they're playing their best football right now. They're humming on all cylinders offensively. Defensively, again, you give up all that many yards on the ground, over 7 yards a carry, that's not good. And then it's the missed tackles for me, Spadoni. It's the missed tackles. There's a lot of missed tackles on that field.
Jair Brown caught sleeping.
Defense. Yeah. Jair Brown's missing tackles left and right. Now, I think he could be a good safety. And you know what? Hufanga missed his fair share of tackles, especially in the Cincinnati game against Joe Burrow and company. So you got to clean that up. You have to clean it up. But with this offense right now, they're going to put so much pressure on the defense. It's like the Golden State Warriors, right? When they're winning all those championships. And their defense is really good. But people, and Evan Turner talked about this on the podcast he does with Andre Iguodala, point forward, where he goes, boy, we're up 15, we're up 12, and we're thinking, we got to keep going. Because in the blink of an eye, Steph Curry, boom, boom, boom. Kevin Durant, boom, boom, boom. Klay Thompson, boom, boom, boom. Then you look up at the scoreboard, you're like, damn, we're down 10, and we played great for 2.5 quarters. Same thing with this 49ers team, where they're humming so much on offense that this other teams are thinking, boy, we got to score every single possession. If we settle for 3, that's a loss. So with Arizona settling for 3 back-to-back times in that first half, it was like, we got to score touchdowns against this team.
And I actually gave credit to Jonathan Gannon. You know what? And I don't know the season's over, so how much credit can you give the guy? But you know what? They went for it early on. He knew you had to score points against it. They've already faced them early on in the season. Actually played pretty well in that first go-around with Josh Dobbs as the quarterback, I thought. That was the game I think Brock Purdy had 1 incompletion or something ridiculous. He had one of the greatest, most efficient games of all time. But yeah, they went for it because they know they have to keep pace with this team. They don't have the talent on offense to go toe-to-toe with them if it's going to be a grinded out kind of a slugfest. Right. No, they got to be a high scoring. Who was it that we had last week on? I think it was Rob Stats Guerrera that was on. He was saying, like, this has a feel of, last year against, the Raiders when they were in Vegas and it was a shootout. It was Jarrett Stidham, stuff like that. Now, the Raiders, I think, had more talent on offense back then with Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, amongst others, Josh Jacobs. But that was the only way the Cardinals felt like they had a chance, was to be in a shootout. And Kyler Murray's got an arm. I'll say this. He's got a cannon still. He's got the speed. They just didn't have anyone else outside of their tight end that would really show up yesterday.
No, Hollywood Brown's compromised. He's hurt. Their receivers are banged up there. James Conner, Trey McBride. That's a nice little building block for them. No doubt about that. 888-957-9570. Ask me how I'm feeling next week from the 408. These games don't mean anything. Quest for 6. 650. I was hoping the team didn't touch the shirts and hats. NFC West means nothing. Super Bowl or bust this year. 408, another 408. They also don't stack the box against the Niners anymore. Why? Can't do that because you have Ayuk, Debo,
Pick your poison. Pick your poison.
Pick your poison.
That's exactly what it is for the 49ers right now. And I think they should celebrate this, Sosta. There's even the greatest teams of all time, the Warriors, they didn't celebrate it as much, but when they won the Western Conference, they didn't really celebrate. But you know what?
We didn't really
celebrate. But they put on the stuff is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they put on the hat.
Because they have to.
Yeah, you celebrate the accomplishment.
You have to celebrate the accomplishment. No one's saying this is the equivalent of winning the Lombardi. No one's saying that. Let them enjoy it a little bit. It's fine. Then they're on to Baltimore next week.
Let's go to Dom in San Carlos. Dom, what's happening, my man?
Big Dom?
No, it's not Big Dom.
Devontae Shafsky wanted to say what's good, say what's up. I know you saw me at the Warrior game. I was rocking the hoodie after the game.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up? Took a picture of me. So I just want to say what's up. Niners are winning this thing for sure. Yeah, yesterday was a little tough without some of the interior defensive linemen. But, dude, this Niner team's just different. They just put up points. I guarantee a Super Bowl. I'm telling you, they're winning it for sure, and I will be in Vegas rooting them on and going to go see them win.
Hey, Big Dom, as long as you wear that Morning Rose hoodie, we're all good in the hood, baby.
Oh, I saw you
look really good on you. Look really good on you, Big Dom. And you got a win Saturday night. The Splash Brothers showed up.
Hey, every time, baby. Every time I go. We're going back this Saturday, too.
Okay, I'll see you Saturday then. Saturday gets the same Portland Trailblazers the day after Jordan Poole comes to town.
Wait. Oh, I can't wait till Poole comes in. I have a big sign booing him, yelling at him.
No. Big Dom. Hold on, Big Dom. Don't hang up. Why would you boo Jordan Poole? He helped you win a championship 2 years ago.
Hey, he held me, but I was still hating on him then. Lowest NBA IQ in the league.
Oh, Big Dom. Don't do that, Big Dom.
Say it ain't so, Big Dom.
I just got to tell it how it is, Vontae.
Hey, listen, man. That's why you're a roaster, because that's what you do. That's what you do. Thanks for the call, Big Dom. And
he
thanks
should
for
get
buying
some
the hoodie.
applause.
By the way, Matt and he got our program directors back there. Pop on the mic. You got to let the people know, because that's all people are asking me. Where can I get the hoodie? Where can I get the Morning Rose hoodie?
It's a great question.
It's a great question.
Putting me on the spot, huh?
I am putting you on the spot. That's what I do. Are you ready? Can you handle adversity?
Still waiting on the pregame show hoodie, too.
Wow. We will have an update on the merchandise this week. We are shifting to another company that's awesome, breakingt.com/957.
Oh, breakingt.com
That's where you can get some stuff, and the hoodies will be in there this week.
That's a tease right there.
No, that's
so
not
don't go anywhere.
That's letting you know where to get the gear. Where to get the gear for the holidays.
But he said a big announcement coming down this week. Big announcement. Huge.
Don't boo Jordan Poole off Friday.
No, I don't like that.
Don't boo Jordan Poole. That's not right.
He also better than that. He also helped you win a championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Average 17 a game during that postseason run. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't boo Jordan Poole. He deserves a standing ovation. He's a champion.
Did some of that get the and we'll get back on the Niners just a second. Some of that appeal get a little bit lost because Draymond's not going to be in this game with Draymond and Poole? A little bit, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But you know what? In case you just joined us, Draymond Green's going to be away from the team for at least another 3 weeks. He's going to see counseling. He's beginning his counseling right now. He's going to be away from this team for another 3 weeks. And I think it's best for this Draymond Green. I think it's best for the Warriors right now is to try to figure out what to do without Draymond Green. I like this new lineup, though, with Kuminga and Podziemski. I do like the pacing of I do like it.
Fast.
They're going to get there faster. Kuminga's putting pressure on the rim. Podziemski's a player, man. The kid's a gamer. To take that charge yesterday to win the basketball game against Portland, Ballsy.
Santa Clara,
Ballsy.
baby. Let's go.
But we're talking about the NFC West. 888-957-9570. Niners just clinched the NFC West. But I want to go to my man Drake Greenlaw. Since we just had Big Dom on, the Big Dom's not going to be on the sideline for the rest of the regular season. They should just fire him. Nah, they shouldn't fire him, but keep him in the press box or something. You're not a coach, dude. Drake Greenlaw, after the game.
After another suplex yesterday in Rondale Moore.
How does Drake Greenlaw feel about winning the NFC West divisional title?
Yeah, it's his first box. We got plenty more. I mean, we done had about 2, 3 of these shirts, so I'm kind of tired of the shirt. I want a Super Bowl shirt, so.
I'm kind of tired of this shirt. I want a Super Bowl
shirt. Love
that
mentality.
I love it, too.
Love it.
It's okay to be Super Bowl or bust. Fitz, here's what Shasky and Shasky's out, but he's doing great. Spinoni's in for Shasky. Shasky will be back soon. Don't even worry about him. He's doing great.
Oh, he loved the holiday season. That's why. We gave him the extra week off.
He's got like 5 Christmas trees, no doubt. He's the only guy I know gets 5 Christmas. I can't believe people get multiple Christmas trees in their house.
I struggle with 1 4-foot one. Kids are knocking it over. The dog's trying to eat it. God.
You know what I'm saying?
Drives me nuts.
Shasky always pushed back. Can we just enjoy the season where he can have great seasons? Absolutely.
I was with Shasky on this, Bonte, and we talked about this. I thought this season still could be a success because they have their quarterback. I'm actually shifting gears now.
Oh, you're shifting now.
I am shifting
gears.
Remember
you argued with me about this.
No, we were arguing.
I tried to convince you about
because
this.
we already know the quarterback now. Brock's the guy. It's set in stone. He's the dude going for. We have already found out that Brock is the quarterback going forward. So that in and of itself is a little bit of a success. But it would be a massive disappointment just given what's going on in the NFL. No one's on the Niners level right now. Look at the rest of the NFC, Bonte. It's in shambles. Look at the AFC. We're talking about the Buffalo Bills, who might not even make the playoffs as the most dangerous team in that conference. Not the Kansas City Chiefs, and not the Baltimore Ravens, who they will see next week. So maybe we'll see that impressive win yesterday. I still think the loss of Mark Andrews is massive for them. But just where the rest of the league is right now, it would be a massive disappointment. And hell, dare I say a failure if the Niners don't win it all this year?
Yeah,
that's kind of feels like that.
Yeah, it would be a failure. It would be. But here's where I was going to go with the whole Super Bowl or bust mentality. And I tell fans this all the time. I think it's a good thing to have that mentality. When your team is in a position to be title or bust, like the Warriors have been, like the Niners were in the 90s, like the Niners are right now, that's a good thing to be in Super Bowl contention, to have your team relevant, to have your team in that conversation. Every year, hey, are they going to win a Super Bowl? That means your organization is doing something right. That means that you have premium players. That means you have a hell of a coach. That means you have talent. That means you have a bunch of guys who can go out there and win games. So the whole Super Bowl or bust mentality, it's healthy. It's a good thing to be in that conversation. It's a good thing to be relevant. How many years do we have for the 49ers in the 2000s where we weren't relevant? We're an afterthought. We're just hoping to win 6 games. We were like, 7-9, oh, great. That's how low the bar was set for this football team and organization.
Like Jim Mora playoffs. I just hope we can win a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And then before Shanahan came aboard, after Chip Kelly and Jim Tomsula, think about how this team was an expansion team. You could get tickets for $20. Like out in Carolina yesterday, you brought it up on Friday, where you could get tickets for 45 cents.
Pretty embarrassing.
And still, nobody.
The fees, honestly, because I looked it up, because Big John, our board op here, he was talking about it, and I looked it up. It's 45 cents, and it was like $13 of ticket fees that made it $13. Like, what the hell?
And there still were about 40,000 empty seats.
The weather was horrible, too.
It was
I would
horrible.
not want to go to that game.
Nobody wanted to win that game. So I don't, like, it's not a bad thing to have it's not a negative connotation to be, hey, Super Bowl bust, Super Bowl bust, Super Bowl bust. Like, it's a good thing to be in that conversation.
That should be the expectations for teams that have won Super Bowls in the past. That's what it should always be. Like, this isn't an expansion team, as you're saying, Bonte. This isn't, the Jacksonville Jaguars. This isn't the Carolina Panthers. Like, this is the San Francisco 49ers. This is a blue blood organization. It should always be that.
So
always.
So Drake Greenlaw, pull it up again, Sam Lubman. Drake Greenlaw, how do you feel about winning the NFC West divisional title? They've done it for 2 straight seasons. Drake Greenlaw has been part of 3 divisional winners. He's got plenty of T-shirts. Hey, Dre, how do you feel about winning the NFC West for the 2nd consecutive season?
Yeah, it's his first box. We got plenty more. I mean, we done had about 2, 3 of these shirts, so I'm kind of tired of the shirt. I want a Super Bowl shirt, so.
I'm kind of tired of this shirt. I want a Super Bowl shirt. And I think back to George Kittle at the end of Super Bowl 54 when the Kansas City Chiefs are getting ready to do snow angels and the confetti. And George Kittle kept saying, I will be back. I will be back. I will be back. And you think about the way the last 2 NFC Championship games went down in SoFi Stadium last year in Philadelphia. And the mission they're on right now, I'm telling you, this team is focused on bigger prizes. They're not focused on the hat and T-shirt game yesterday. Sure, they're on the plane right now. They got back on the plane last night wearing these hats and T-shirts, and sure, it's the first box checked, as Dre Greenlaw said. But the bigger goal is we have to be in Las Vegas February 8th. We must be in Las Vegas playing at Allegiant Stadium in this Super Bowl to try to win that 6th Lombardi, because that's what it's about. When you have this offense, and you got these players in their prime, and you're having an all-time season from Brock Purdy, and an all-time season from Christian McCaffrey, and Debo all of a sudden has come around, and Brandon Ayuk is back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, and George Kittle's on his way to another 1,000-yard season, and Fred Warner's the best linebacker in football. You got Nick Bosa with another double-digit sacks, and you trade for Chase Young. You trade for Randy Gregory. You got Jair Brown next to Gibson. Mooney Ward's playing well.
They're loaded.
Shanahan is in his bag right now.
Yeah.
We must be in Las Vegas. So it's okay to win a divisional title. We'll say kumbaya and say, yeah, great. NFC West champs. That's the first box. But the big goal, folks, and I've repeated myself all season long, in the back of your minds, just know it's Super Bowl or bust this season.